Oh my god, did it work? Can people hear me? Am I live? I'm so sorry. Okay, can everyone hear me? It's good? It's good? I had to put slow mode on though. Can everyone hear me? Can someone let me know if you can hear me, please? You can, amazing. Okay, bear me 1 second because I had a different live stream link and now I need to share the link. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just, my camera wasn't showing up. It all went wrong. Ugh, how is everyone? Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Now I'm on the wrong account. Oh my god. I'm sweating. Technology. Hey everyone. Sorry that I'm looking down here. All your chats all down here. Hello. How is everyone doing? I am. I'm struggling bad. I'm struggling bad today. Okay, let's try that again. I'm live. So okay. Oh, you know what? I give myself so much time to make sure that I'm ready, but I've got like all the links ready. And then I do one thing that just messes it up and just sharing to my Instagram that I'm live so everyone can join us as well. Oh, okay. I can relax. I can relax now. I'm here. And I don't know how to. Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Live Q and A. I just spelled YouTube wrong. This is not going well. Oh my God. If you've been to on one of my lives before, you know that something always goes wrong. My camera will turn itself off in a minute. It's just the worst. Okay, let me put that down. Okay, how is everyone? Oh, it's my only Mother's Day in the UK. Oh, well, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Still, if you are a mother, what's wrong with my camera angle? Okay. Again, sorry that I'm looking down here. All your chats are down in my. Actually, I wonder if I can raise this up a little bit. Excuse me while I. Oh my god. You know what? I best not try, right? Just leave it how it is. I did. Can you do a Windows cut crease? A Windows cut crease using the James Charles palette? Really? Okay, so what I wanted to do today, I just want to answer a few makeup questions that you have. They don't have to be makeup questions; they could be general questions, and yeah, just see how we go. I'm gonna try and only do this for an hour, but I usually overrun by um, an hour. So, uh, someone said, "Can I ask how you got your scar on your eyebrow?" You can, and thank you for asking nicely. This is my scar right here. All I did was fall down some stairs. I rode a bike down some stairs when I was younger, and the stitches they used um didn't allow hair to go through. So that was that. That's my scar forever. So I said, what are the best products for under eye wrinkles? Do you mean in terms of makeup? Because I'm not the skincare twin, but in terms of makeup, something for me that isn't so heavy. I'm not a huge fan of those almost like camouflage like concealers. You know, the one that you use to like cover tattoos or um things like that. I think the key to a long wear of concealer under the eyes is hydration. So something that's a little bit more, you know, like in a tube, like these ones, the ones that are a little bit more fluid like, rather than something heavy. And I know we all want to, you know, we can't really resist powdering under the eyes. I even still do it the tiniest amount of powder. But if we're trying to keep our under eyes hydrated, powder is the opposite of that. So thank you so much, Zita. Lots of love, Zita, Brad, Chris, and Chloe in Utah. Hi, we can't get enough of your ghost stories. Please don't leave a YouTube space ever. Thank you so much. That's so nice. And I can't read today. Thank you. I love my ghost story series too. It's just a little nice little time to do something a little bit different. Um, do you put primer first or tinted moisturizer? So treat your tinted moisturizer like a foundation because you want the color from it and the coverage. So your primer will go on before your tinted moisturizer. Blush and bronzer, Wayne Goss or Patrick Tar? I do love the Wayne Goss blushes. I think they're really, really nice. However, I adore, adore, adore the Patrick Tar contour and bronzer together and the blush. Because I like the cream and the powder together. They work incredibly well. And the Patrick Tar shades, in terms of the bronzer and contour, they've really got the shades down. I think they're stunning. The Patrick Tar ones are beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. Um, would you consider setting up a Discord server? I don't know how to do that, but I have been asked a few times, so I consider it. You know, when you think, "Oh, I need to do this," and you just never do. What brushes do you suggest for really hooded eyes? Good question. Um, You need a mixture of brushes, maybe just like maybe 2, normal blending I say normal blending brushes, like the fluffier blending brushes like this, and then I quite like ones that are, for hooded eyes, a little bit flatter in terms of, I actually just used one. Where was it gone? I'm so bad with blush names. This one's from, Luna Beauty. This is a LBE5, and can you see how it's flat this way but still fluffy? And they're really nice with a hooded eye. You kind of want to draw on that shape that you're going to create. Oh, is something on this? Maybe. And then blend it out with a fluffier brush. So I prefer more detailing brushes. So something that's thinner, something that's more precise for hooded eyes. Christina, thank you so much. Thank you for being you. I escape stress and anxiety by watching you and laugh way too hard. Love you, Robert. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate that. I never understood before I started doing YouTube how people said YouTube was their like escape from stress and stuff, but it's what I do now as well. You know, when I'm cleaning a room or stressed out or something like that, it's nice to have on in the background. Not my own videos, but if I seem weird, it's because I slept during the day and it made me really groggy. And I woke up and I was like, oh crap, I need to get on my live stream. How are my dogs? They're very well. Thank you so much. Mm, I'm seeing a lot of questions about okay, one first. I'm seeing a lot of questions about Mac. I don't choose to use Estee Lauder brands. I actually need to look into it a little bit more to see if a situation has changed, but it's something I chose to do. Not saying there's, you know, you shouldn't use them, but I just chose not to do it, and you can find out why. I think I said it on the video somewhere. I choose not to use it, but I'm hoping they've made some changes, so I need to look back into it. And someone said, "Is Mac not good anymore?" Um, their products went downhill from when I used to use their products, but I think they're bringing it back up, and I kind of see a resurgence for them this year. Have you met slash do you like some of the popular US beauty influencers? I haven't. I've met Hiram. A few months back, I wanna say, and, me and, my brother and, Ramon went out for dinner with Hiram. That was really nice. He was just as friendly as you could imagine he is. I haven't really met anyone else in real life, to be fair, but I've talked to a lot of the people that I do these reaction videos for always message me and tell me how much they enjoyed the video, and I've kept, like, a nice social media relationship with them, and they're all really nice. I can't think of one that who I've spoken to that's an asshole, to be honest with you. Thank you. That was Berlin. I haven't said that right. Thank you so much. Saz, hi, Robert. I'm going to the Trixie and Katya meet and greet and need to mask proof my foundation. I'm super oily and need product recommendations for foundation, powder, primer, setting spray, etc. Application tips too, please. I would just go ahead and find a setting spray with powder in it. NYX mattifying setting spray is amazing, and that is your primer. The setting spray is your primer. Go and see Jackie Aina did a video about the way she preps does her found actually, she does it in all her videos, her foundation with setting spray. It's the best way to build it up because you know me, I love setting spray not as a finisher. It's great as a finisher as a mist if you want to look like slightly more refreshed. Um, but I feel like setting spray or something mattifying um, should be touching your skin. Now, here's what you should do, and I would maybe only recommend it for one night because it can be quite intense, but drench your face in that mattifying setting spray. Make sure it contains powder as well. Drench it and then fan it dry and then build your foundation up on top. Slowly dab it, dab it, dab it, and I guarantee like your foundation will last a long time no matter what foundation you're using. 100%. Jamie, thank you so much. Just want to say thank you for creating such top tier content for us. You and the Welsh lot are such a light to us all. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. That's so kind. Jenny, hi Jenny. Hi Robert. I'm getting married soon. Any product recommendations? I would love a bridal makeup tutorial. I have an oily T zone for reference. Yeah, my only product recommendations for weddings is to everyone's different. So I would test wear your foundation for a day, even for longer than a day. And more than anything, make sure you feel physically comfortable in it. There's nothing worse than getting like sweaty and having this horrible sweaty feeling top lip, especially at weddings. Weddings are such a place to sweat. So make sure you're comfortable with a foundation. Stay away from SPF just in case. Stay away from powders with silicons in them, as they have quite bad flashbacks. So they're more in like the finely jet milled powders you'll get as well. They're very silky and very smooth. You can use them very lightly and delicately, but if you're a powder person and you want to keep applying throughout the day, stay away from that. Always do your ears if your hair is up because they're going to be bright red in pictures compared to the rest of your face. Um, what's really I would go for something on the lips. If you want something that's gonna last a long time, but still if you want a gloss, go for the Luna Beauty glosses because the texture is like water. Lipsticks, go for the Lisa Eldridge lipstick because they are velvety, but matte. They look great when they're photographed as well. And it's quite a nice little, I always think something like a lipstick and a perfume, your wedding perfume and your wedding lipsticks are really nice things to cherish and have over time. So I would always invest in something nice. But it's not so much a just use these products, it's more of a wear test these products. I hope that helped. I think I'm a little behind here. Um Kelly, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. Thank you for all your videos. Make me so happy. What do you think of the KVD liner? It always dries out super quick for me. I have never tried it. I'm so sorry. I know people that have tried it and loved it. But I can't comment. I'm so sorry. Paula, hi. I feel like I ran out of a room for bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I don't think I have a short face. What am I doing wrong? Perhaps a brush you are using or the sponge you're using may be slightly too big. If you're running out of room, maybe you are circling or blending too much. Because where's my thing? So, for example, on me, if I was to do contour, I tap my brush exactly where I want that contour to go. Bronzer is the next step up. I tap that bronzer, overlapping the contour slightly. My blush can overlap my bronzer, but not my contour. So you should be almost sandwiching is not the right word because they overlap slightly on top of each other, like this. So this and this. So this one never touches this one. Does that make sense? But precision is key. Remember blending, you don't always have to blend out and buff like this. If you have a nice fluffy brush, just tapping very gently can also help blend and buff out your product. Same with eyeshadow. I hope it helps too. Saz, thank you. So the NYX mattifying spray, have you got other faves? I actually don't because I'm not a fan of setting sprays. So that's the only one where it's been like matte that I would recommend where I know it's like full on matte. Okay. Let me catch up on this chat here. Sorry, everyone. How to figure out where to position the wing of my liner. So depending on what you want to do, your liner can go up this way, it can go straight out, it can go down. I personally like to do so. Oh my god, I haven't cleaned that brush and it's in all my clean brushes. That's so bad. So you see, I'm gonna have to face up this way. You see my under eye here. Oh, I'm not actually, I better not touch that on my eye. I don't know how long it's been there. You see my under eye here? I like to use the curve of the eye to kind of start to come out here, not physically applying product, but I imagine that's where my wing is going to go. So my wing is always going to be slightly lower than we think it is. I think people start to wing it up out here, but I like to use that curvature and come out slightly, not following this exactly, especially if you're hooded, but just come out very slightly, very slight distance from here to here. And then that's where I would start your liner. So I do a little line here, then I'll join it up. Worry about this later. Join it up and then join it up there. Um, but your bottom waterline is the key to getting a really nice positioned wing. Where? Oh my god. Sorry. Any more setting sprays with powder in them? I found ingredients list on the NYX matte spray, but I can't figure out. Maria, let me watch my Instagram after this live and I will find one and I'll put it on my Instagram stories for you, so you know exactly which one to use. Where can you find foundation ingredients, water versus oil based? So it should be one of the top ones. It might not be the first one, depending how much of the ingredient is in there. Let me see if I have foundation nearby with, I don't, with the ingredients on. I don't. Okay, great. But it'll be, I would check the website for it and it should be with the ingredients. Remember to look up the like chemical names, I want to say, for water and for oil, because it might be a different kind of oil, it might be something else. Um, it might not always say water, oil. That was Nicole. Thank you so much, Nicole. Am I missing people? I'm so sorry if I'm missing your super chats. Bear me 1 second. Okay. Margie did say, right. Hi, Robert. Love your videos. What would you say is the number one product to invest in? Thank you so much. Number one product is always skincare before makeup. Your skincare has to be amazing before you prep for makeup. If you were to go um higher end and invest in something a little bit more, something that I've been absolutely loving at the moment is the Auric Glow Lust. This is incredible. I bought it and I loved it and then I just stopped using it, and I've been wearing it without makeup and it just gives the most incredible glow to the skin. It looks like amazing skin. It just looks like you have healthy skin. So that is something that I think is incredible, and I'm oily and it sits fine with me. You can mix it in with your foundation. If you want a foundation, the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin, beautiful, absolutely stunning foundation. And you know what I've been absolutely adoring at the moment is the Hindash palette, the original one. Just there's so many options and so many things with his palette. So that's definitely something I would consider investing in. Am I missing something? Oh my God, things are disappearing. I'm so sorry, everyone. Heather, thank you so much. I absolutely love your content. You have been a lifesaver with your tips. Thank you. What would you use to cover hyperpigmentation? I tried covering it with makeup, but still haven't found anything that really works. It always shows through. So if we're talking about hyperpigmentation, it depends on the tone. Hyperpigmentation can tend to have a red undertone, or that purpley bluey undertone, depending on what it is, or sometimes we get the gray left over. This is it really is a personal thing what you use, but I would consider mixing together different color correctors with a concealer. I wouldn't go heavy in with like orange color corrector, all this kind of stuff. A peachy color corrector would do fine to cover up a gray pigmentation. Also be wary as well of how you apply product on top of what you just covered. So I would always do foundation first, see where that hyperpigmentation is, and then go in and cover. Say, for example, on me, what side is it on? You see, I have this like gray mark here. If I really wanted to cover that up, my skin tone is quite neutral, but comes across quite yellow. But if I wanted to cover up this gray tone, now I've got my foundation on and it's not as obvious, I would then take a red undertone concealer or pink undertone concealer that is in I want to say in sync. It's the same depth of shade as my skin tone, and I would use that very gently on that area. So foundation first, and then maybe get a few like little is it safe to sample makeup anymore? I don't know. And see which is best for you. If it's gray pigmentation I'm talking about, you want a red undertone to help warm it up slightly. Ivor, I know you don't like makeup wipes. So what do you recommend for makeup removal? I love just going straight on with a cleansing balm always. Any cleansing balm I find does the job. I did try, oh, what was the one that everyone went crazy for on TikTok? Oh crap, I forgot the name. It was really good. Basically, it was really good. It's in one of my videos. It's like trying overhyped um products. Something like but cleansing balms are just incredible. Just straight on top of the makeup, on top you don't have to wet the face, and it just melts everything away, and you just wash it off like normal. Sage, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. I'm building a professional kit. Recommendations for foundation, concealer, face primers. So I carry 2 primers in my kit. One of them is for drier skin and one is for oily skin, and that's it. If I have something in between, I kind of tend to use more like skincare. I always say primers are for the extreme types of skin. So if somebody has very porous skin, extremely oily, extremely dry, then I'll use primer, but I wouldn't worry too much about those. Eye primer, obviously. Um, what was your other foundation? Foundation, it depends what you want to use. I personally do like to use a higher end foundation and then I'll put that into a palette. You can use whatever foundation you like. I would recommend investing in something and making sure you have the full range of shades. And whether that means taking the lightest and darkest and working your way in, if you can only afford, let's say, six, for example, darkest, lightest, and work your way in. And I'm talking catering for everyone. You can mix the shades yourself. And same for concealer as well. I do have like full coverage concealers in my kit because I like to use them um in a way where I can customize them a little bit more. You need to find products that you feel you can customize. So if there's a foundation that you're really used to using and you know you really like, then go for that. I used to use the Bobbi Brown, the BBU palette, the big one, and I'll take that out and mix up. I no longer use that one, but if you want to invest, that's a good one. I'm trying to think who else has really good foundations. RCMA, RMCA, RMCA. They're really good as well. I'm so sorry. All the chats are coming in really fast, and I feel like I'm missing everyone. Um, my face sweats. Music. Thank you. My face sweats a lot in summer, but I have very dry skin, so heavy powder is out. Yeah. Any tips to control it and keep my base in place? I prep well already. Sweat is different because it's different to oil. So in oil, we can kind of control it. Your body has to sweat. It has to because it's just how our body works, right? So it's a little bit different. It's not really something we can control too much. So in this case, I wouldn't think about what's happened there. There you go. What you're using to fix or prep or whatever, start thinking about how you fix the sweat or how you repair the damage the sweat has made. So it's always tapping away. One thing you could do for sweat is make your foundation a little bit more water resistant. So we're talking powders that are maybe silicone based. Again, they don't look good in pictures. You can't build a lot of product on top very well, but if it's your last step, that tends to give a little bit more of a slip. But one thing I would do, and one thing that I used to do a lot in Florida, if I was going to wear makeup, is hydrate the makeup again. So I wouldn't use powder too much. Oh, you said powder's out. Sorry. Okay, so let's do this then. If you can't use powder, just carry a beauty sponge with you, like a small one, and you can dampen it and wring it out until it's completely just damp, and then just rehydrate your foundation. It's almost better for you to carry around a hydrating mist and then fix the foundation, not fix to the skin, but repair the foundation because the damage that sweat does is it's going to happen. We can't control it as much as we can oil. I hope it helps. Christina, what's your go-to product to contour, especially double chin on a client like myself that's almost paper white? Eyeshadows, neutral eyeshadow palettes. If your skin is extremely fair or extremely deep, if you have a favorite neutral eyeshadow palette that you use, your best contour shade is going to be in that neutral eyeshadow palette. And try all the shades that look like you wouldn't use them, like the pinks on fair skins. When you put them on, they actually sometimes have a bit of this gray undertone and they look really good as a contour on fair skin. We'll just catch up on the chat. Fave brow product, pencil or pomade? I need something good and fast and effective. Got a newborn, oh, and an 8-year-old. Don't have much time, and my brows must be filled in. Thanks to the 90s. Oh, vanity. Thank you. Yeah, that's the 90s fault. Pencil or pomade? I really think something that's almost just like a tinted brow gel is okay. However, sometimes they can go on the skin and you have to blend them out and then they get all smudgy and weird. And then some of them have fibers in and they're a little bit strange as well. One thing that I think is maybe even better for you would be a powder. Um, so something like the Rare Beauty one that has the two shades. Two shades always make a quick brow look better. So if you get 2 brow powders, one that's slightly lighter and one that's slightly darker, apply the lighter one first and then go through in strokes of the darker one. It gives your eyebrows a little bit more depth and you don't have to spend too much time doing it. Is Morphe Continuous Mist any good? I think so. I did use it once, but I wouldn't say I use it. Thank you so much, by the way. I haven't used it to a point where I was like, "Oh, I love this so much." Hi, Robert, not a question. This is Black Dahlia. Love the name. Hi, Robert, not a question, but I just wanted to say that you're an amazing artist. As a makeup artist myself, I have learned so many amazing techniques from your channel. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I love that as well, that makeup artists can learn from each other. The things I have learned from younger makeup artists on different platforms as well has been amazing, amazing. We can always keep learning. Do you throw makeup out at its expiration date? Mm. I want to say yes, but I don't. Here's the deal, and please no one take this as advice because you shouldn't use expired makeup, especially around the eyes. But if I have an eyeshadow palette that I've loved for 2 years and it says it is last 12 months, I'm not gonna throw it away. I wouldn't use it on clients, of course. My professional kit is constantly what's it called? Replenished, whereas if it's on myself, I don't care. So, but anything that's too close to the eyes, mascaras, liners, I won't. But powders, I'm fine with. Foundations, unless it stinks and I can't stomach it, then I'm good. um Cherish, hi Robert, love you. Favorite full coverage foundation, please. Thank you so, so much. One I've been loving at the moment is the Be Perfect. Is it called Chroma? Oh, let me lean this way. Chroma, yeah, Chroma Cover. So this one, I have these all nearby me, by the way, because these are the products that I love, and they all stay in this little tray near me. This one from Be Perfect is incredible. I used it, and it's their first like complexion product in terms of foundation and concealer, and I was using it under my eyes as well because I loved the formulation so much. A chroma cover from Be Perfect is incredible, beautiful, really nice texture as well. I'm so sorry if I'm missing your questions. I am trying to keep up as much as I can. Do you recommend Botox to rid the 11s between the brows? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I do get Botox. I haven't in a while, as you can see, and I haven't had these. But yes, it would smooth them out. But I would go and get advice from somebody who is qualified to do that. But there's nothing wrong with a little touch up, is there? Vanity, whoever asked about the Morphe spray, it's amazing. Morphe may not be the nicest brand, but their product speaks for itself. I use their spray every day. It also smells great and has a great mister. Thank you. Yeah, whoever asked that, there you go. Um, Hi, how do I stop? This is from Emma. How do I stop my makeup coming off from the inner tear duct? Oh no, my God, it's gone. Oh, so specifically things like concealer, lay down an eye primer in those areas. So this area here and this area here, if your eyes ever get a little bit leaky and you notice that makeup is coming away and you can't rebuild it, use an extremely why did I say extremely? Use an eye primer because that's gonna the skin almost becomes like you can't put anything on, so you need to create like a full skin barrier. So lay down an eye primer a tiny, tiny bit. My favorite one would be, of course, the Sigma one because it's a perfect texture for it. Nothing that's too silicone based. As much as I love the Urban Decay priming potion, that might be too slippy for that. Or the oh no, Elf discontinued their eye putty primer. How stupid! I love that. That would be a good one if you can find it anywhere online. Sonia, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. How has your weekend been? It's been busy. I still have my stress eye twitch, so if that tells you anything. Love yourself. Thank you so much. Hi, Robert. I have dark under eyes and fine lines too. Should I use a color corrector that's hydrating or firm in consistency for under my eyes? Here's the thing when you're trying to cover extremely dark circles under the eyes, it's always going to be effective to if you're finding it's creasing a lot and it kind of can't handle anything too heavy, before I answer your question completely, it's always more effective to just color correct here and here because that's where the pockets are darker. You might be dark the whole way across, but we're deeper here and deeper here when we have deeper what's it called? Pigmentation under the eye. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have taken that midday nap. Um, so I would start off with what was the question? Shall I use Okay, so hydrating off here's what I would do. Your color corrector, if it's extremely, extremely dark, I would use one that's a little bit more hydrating first, and use that as your color corrector. So I would do the peachier tone, orangey tone, depending on how deep the pigmentation is here and here. Then I'll take your lighter one, which will be a little firmer, not too heavy and not with a brush, and with a finger, an eyeshadow blending brush would be perfect for that, and just lightly dust it on the inside corner and on the outside corner the whole way across. That way, you're brightening this corner and this corner, so it's going to give off light that way. When we think of like light, right? Science, it comes in this way and bounces off. It comes at an object straight forward and bounces off when we see it visually. So I always like to lighten these areas if I'm dealing with um, not hyperpigmentation, strong under eye pigmentation. Audra, thank you so much. Hi, my friend. What's the best way to contour my square face shape? So if you think of a square, you can no one take this as gospel because of course you can contour however the hell you like. But if we're doing it in theory, if you're going to contour a square shape, we want to think about imagine a square and imagine putting a circle within that square. Because ideally what we want to do is correct the face shape. I know that's an awful thing to say. So you want to round off your contour. So I would, here's my brush. If I had a square face shape, I would be doing this almost like C shape because we're curving off the face like this. Um, and filling in the corners of the square shape, you know what I mean? So nice and dark up here, nice and dark down here, round it off like this. And when you're square, we don't want to do lines. We don't do harsh lines. We want to do curves and curving. So you can do that, the free shape on there, but make sure you're always curving. Um, and keeping it nice and circular almost. So that helps. I can't describe things today. Ashley, everyone always compliments my makeup and asks for tips. So I've gotten to the point where I just send everyone to your channel. Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you. Chicago, I went to Chicago for a day once. I don't know why I decided to just do a day. It was great. Sage, follow up skincare brands you like for client prep. Also, thank you so much for your channel. You inspired me to start my MUA career. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Sage. I I'm someone who really likes to heavily invest in my professional kit. Um, because I find that I things just tend to work better that way. If I have a little bit more how do I say this without sounding like a snob? I wouldn't put drugstore in my kit basically because I find drugstore products can be temperamental on the skin for a lot of people. Although there are some incredible drugstore products out there where some things are a little bit more higher end, don't I wouldn't go for an product with actives in them or anything that's like vitamin C exfoliating something. Hyaluronic acid is fine. I personally love the Paula's Choice hyaluronic acid as a serum, as a primer, because it has that tackiness, it has a little bit of stickiness. The one, oh, who sent it to me? Current Body. Their serum is incredible. So that's a really great one to go for. Look for don't feel you have to buy all one brand. Look for a product that you love and you know is going to work um for your clients and consider everyone else's skin type. So what's in my I have no skincare in my kit at the moment because I haven't done makeup in a while and I wanted to take the skincare out and use it myself. So, but if I was going to add something, add to my kit, I would put back in the Paula's Choice hyaluronic acid serum and what was my eye cream that I used to use all the time? Oh my god, I can't remember because I used to squeeze it into pots and label them, so I wasn't carrying around the whole thing. Um, oh my god, why is my memory so bad? Oh, Good Light do amazing serums as well. What was that eye cream that I loved so much? Oh, it was Hourglass. Was it Hourglass? I don't use Hourglass anymore either. I'm kind of over them, but they did a really nice primer and a really nice eye cream as well. But shop around and bear in mind everyone's skin types. I think I'm missing everyone's super chats. Shannon, thank you. Any tips for how to match your foundation? Yeah, don't think of it as simply as yellow and red and neutral. think of something in between. I personally like to mix 2 foundations. It just makes a little bit more sense to rather than trying to go for that one. All you can really do is try it and see how it is. I think it's a really good idea to get to train your eye to understand undertone and your undertone. And there's a little experiment video I did on my channel years ago, and it's called like how to train your, I don't know what it is, but basically I'm putting it's with face paint. We've all seen those videos of people putting red, white, and yellow, right, on their face and mixing it together and blue. And it's actually something that I learned when I was learning makeup on how to make your own foundation shade. And it really trains you to think about what your undertone is and see people's undertones. It's almost like exercising those color seeing muscles in your eyes. So I would maybe experiment a little bit more with color and see if you can train your eye to do it because it's going to be different in every single brand. The shades are always different. So trying to pick that one is difficult. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Eye twitching, Jenna, thank you. Can also be from electrolyte imbalance, specifically potassium. Oh, okay. Question: why the fuck does my lower eyeliner smudge? Eyes don't water, but always get smudges and under the outer corner. Eye primer in those areas. Trust me, it will fix everything. Eye primer on the lid as well, even if you're not wearing eyeshadow. Stop that oil from coming through and breaking down all your um mascara because oil breaks down makeup. Um, if you are, maybe you need a drier eye primer. Yeah, oh, it helps as well. Captain Pink, by the way, can you do a scar grooming video someday? I also like to treat mine as a beauty mark and not flaw. Yeah, sure. I kind of just comb through it, but I do cut around it sometimes. The hate The hated cat. Oh, my mum Christine and I love watching you together. You're amazing. If you wanted to say hi to her, she'd be so happy. Hi, both of you, Christine and your mum. Happy Mother's Day in the UK. What's your favorite skincare right now? I was very kindly gifted from Space NK Augustinus Bada. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It is horrendously expensive, but oh my god, has it changed my skin? As much as I don't like to admit it because it's so expensive, beautiful, but a serum is like £200 or is it 300? I let's just say I wouldn't buy it myself again. I'm not a skincare person. I don't remember the name of skincare. I don't remember the name of like things I use. I'm just like, yeah, I'll use that, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And I've also really been enjoying talking about overpriced stuff. The Givenchy SPF in the compact. It is so nice. But that's been my favorite at the moment. Yeah. I hope I'm not missing people's super chats. Crystal, hi Robert. I have used Illamasqua foundation for years, but now I'm in my 50s. It looks too matte. Oh, okay. Any recommendations for mature skin, please? Absolutely. If you still want to keep to that foundation because you like it, talking about Illamasqua, one of my favorite highlighters is right here. They do this highlighter, the Gleam highlighter, and it's a cream. And it's just like this. It's really, really natural on the skin. When it comes to mature skin, and by the way, just because you're a certain age, it doesn't mean your skin is mature. I've seen like 30-year-olds with what we consider mature skin, 20-year-olds even. Um, you want to think about adding light back. So because it's mattifying, adding light back to the skin and making sure you're not sitting, if you do have any fine lines, you don't want to add highlighter to the fine line area because it can almost make it look a little bit more obvious. But just like I do with my highlighter, when I move my head around and catch the light and where the light naturally catches my skin so it doesn't just look like we've whacked on highlighter. I find it like a really nice process as well. Cream highlighter that isn't too greasy, isn't too slippy like this, or the Rare Beauty ones. These are stunning. They look like skin, or the Lisa Eldridge one, depending on your budget. And just really tap really gently in those little areas that catch light. Even if it's like you see here, it'll be nice to put a little bit of highlight there, nicer here, even a little bit here. Just areas where the light catches your skin, and it takes that matte, mature looking dullness into something that's like a natural glow to the skin, like you have naturally glowing skin. Zita, hi, I'm Chris, and a 12-year-old, and was curious if you'd show us your wedding attire makeup live a future video. Where do you think it would be? Euro Disney. My fam and I are obsessed with your scary stories, even though they give us crazy dreams. Thank you so, so much. Um, I love my ghost stories. They're so fun to film, and they give me scary dreams too. And sometimes I just hate being in a room alone when I'm filming because they're so scary. Um, I have no plans for my wedding yet. I am engaged. Would I, being a Disney person, would I get married in Disney? Absolutely, but they charge so much money. Uh, so, you know what? I would do it, but I'm also not a very social person. So I think a low-key wedding would always be good for me. Maybe just a few friends and family, and then go out for dinner afterwards, and in bed by 9. Sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for your question. Says Robert, for setting sprays, is silica the mattifying ingredient? Yes. Also, can you tell us your fave eyeshadow primers? Me and my friend Alicia find everything creases. Yeah. Yes, silica is a mattifying ingredient. And if a setting spray is mattifying and it wants you to shake it, that's the one. That's the one you need. Can you tell us your favorite eyeshadow primers? Always the Sigma eyeshadow primer sticks. They are incredible. They do them in different shades and they do them in different finishes. They do ones that are slightly like shiny, which I don't like shiny eyeshadow primers, but I like them as eyeshadows. But yes, the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer is also amazing if you want something a little bit lighter, if you don't want anything with too much coverage. But if oh, something just fell off my chair, so if I fall, you know what's happened. If you're finding it's creasing too much, take down the amount you're using because sometimes find if I use too much, I get carried away with it, then it's gonna crease. Use the tiniest a bit and almost just tint your lids with it. That might be where you're getting the creasing trouble. Um, Again, I wanna say e.l.f. Putty Primers because they are drier, but they're discontinuing them. I'm so gutted. Do not try the ColourPop eye primer. It's the worst eye primer I think I've ever used in my life. Um, Sigma. I think Sigma have that perfect balance of being dry without being crusty and being, not oily. Hope that helps. Hannah, thank you so much. I hope everyone on your end is happy and healthy. Thank you so much. Also, is a brush shampoo necessary or is a shampoo/soap okay? Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I will wash my brushes with whatever happens to be around. For me, my personal brushes, I will use washing up liquid, I will use shampoo, I will use whatever. For my kit, however, I do like something that is more going to disinfect them and make them more safe to use on other people. So depending on if you're just using it on yourself, washing up liquid is great because it gets rid of all the oil, it cuts through grease and things like that. And God knows there's grease on our brushes from our faces and products. But if you're using them on other people, I would go for a shampoo that disinfects as well. Amanda, thank you so much. Dry skin prep for makeup. Love, love, love you. Thank you so much. Even still, with dry skin, you do have to be careful that you're not overhydrating because we still want our foundation to last a long time. Think about the areas on your skin that tend to be drier. Excuse me. Yes. Think about the areas in your skin that tend to be drier and apply your moisturizer like you would normally and take in those areas that are a little bit drier, give it a few minutes, do your eyebrows, do your hair, whatever it is you need to do. Look at those drier areas of skin. Has your skin absorbed and sucked in all that moisture and it's dry to the touch still? Add a little bit more. Is it not absorbing it? Take a little bit away to give yourself like an hour one day just to experiment with hydration and moisturizers. Are you using a fluid moisturizer that maybe isn't giving you enough hydration, or are you using a too thick cream that is over hydrating and your skin can't quite deal with? um so the way we prep our skin for our makeup, ignore how you do your morning and evening routine, although sometimes that is our morning routine, because we want to do it literal to our skin type. So give your skin a few minutes to apply moisturizer, almost like a light mask layer. Give a few minutes and look at those areas and see what's happened, what areas of your skin has taken in the moisture and what hasn't. Thank you so much for your question. Um, uh, Skin Science by Mira. Hi. Favorite cream blush bronzer contour. I love you. Thank you so much. So my favorite cream blush, Patrick Tar cream blush, absolutely incredible. All the Rare Beauty little ones in the compact, stunning, stunning formula. They're really nice, like lightweight mousses. Bronzer again, the Patrick Tar one. The Fenty bronzers, the cream bronzers are beautiful, so amazing, and the contour as well. The cream contour from Fenty Beauty are the shade Amber is just perfect. Their contour shades are incredible. Love them. Saz, thank you so much. Have you tried those ColourPop shadow sticks? They look like the Sigma one that you use. I got one and they're super matte. Ah, with a bit of tackiness. Perfect. That's exactly what I would recommend it for a texture for a primer. So that might be a good one. If you can get a neutral one. Absolutely. I haven't tried them and I have a whole little drawer full of them over there. So maybe I should break those out. Bailey, thank you so much. Hi, my cheeks are too small to do bronzer and blush, not on top of each other, and my blush ends up pinky orange. Any advice for short, round faces? Yeah, stack it up this way. If your face is short like this, not like this, but a little bit shorter, because I have an extremely long face, so I fill in all the gaps. But if your face is shorter, you can take your blush around this area here, up around the hairline, a little bit here, right there. And not only is that going to elongate your face a little bit more, but it's gonna pull up and give the impression of a lifted face. And then you're gonna have a little bit more room underneath for bronzer if your blush is higher up. Oh no, everyone, people super chats are going. Oh, I'm not good at this. Um, Good sunscreens for under makeup. That's from Sarah. Oh my god, where's my this is not I just don't take in names at all. Um, is it called Hello Sunday? Let me Google 1 second. Hello Sunday. Yeah, Hello Sunday. I think it's called the one that's a serum is stunning. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful for underneath foundation. Super Goop, not Goop, not what's her name's brand. There's a sunscreen brand called Super Goop, make a really nice one for under the skin. I only found out recently there was one that they sell Neutrogena sell. Excuse me. And when I lived in the US, I couldn't get it here. I used to buy it in Walmart, and it was really affordable, really amazing. Um, it was like $3 or something, but that's really good. If you have a higher price point, the Givenchy one in the compact is really nice as well. Helen, thanks so much. Hi, Robert. Love all the Welsh fam videos. If my eyelids are dry and sensitive and get dried out by eye primers, how do you prime your eyes for shadow? Body temperature, finger temperature. Take a little bit of your eyeshadow primer, if it's a cream, and give it a really good little swivel in your finger, mainly your ring finger. And if feel it heat up, it's going to make it a little bit smoother, a little bit creamier, and it's not going to stick and grab to the texture on your lids like they would normally. I have to do this sometimes. I don't know if you can see on the inside corner here how dry my eyelids are. I kind of rush to do my makeup today, so I don't really have a time, but you can see a lot of texture there. If I had taken my time and warmed that up my finger and just gently pressed and kind of really pushed that eye primer into the lid and gave it time, it will look a lot nicer and a lot smoother. So warm up that product, not with physical heat, but with your body temperature. Samantha, would you consider doing a personal MUA session for charity, perhaps auction session? Love you. Yeah, absolutely. I charity anything, let me know. um Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you. Um, Tish, hello, you're amazing. What foundation would you use? Thank you. Would you use for a wedding on oily skin? The one that I used recently, the Lisa Eldridge foundation. I did a wear test of it. You can see the video if you want to as well, but you don't have to. I wore it and I was so surprised. When you think of a foundation that's kind of like silky on the skin and quite natural, as an oily person, it sounds like a recipe for disaster. But I was so impressed with how long it lasted. It lasted me a full, like, 8 hours, and then I was kinda like, "Okay, I could maybe touch up quite a bit now," but it was incredible. If you wanna invest a little bit more in your foundation, that's a good one to go for. Sarah, thank you so much. Video idea, would you give us a tour of your professional makeup kit? Yeah, would be so interesting. Sending love from Germany. Yeah, I did one a while back, and then did I delete it? I deleted it because it was all, MAC products, and I kind of had a falling out with MAC in my mind. Um, so I deleted that. Hi, is that Indie Cat? Hi. But yeah, I could absolutely do that. I had to replenish that as well after lockdowns and COVID because my kit was sitting there for almost a year doing nothing and all those products. So it's an expensive thing to redo. Sorry. Hey, Ella. Hey, how could I say that wrong? Have you tried the newest Beauty Bay palettes? If so, what do you think of them? Yes, I used one recently in my Ghost Stories video, and I love them. Beauty Bay's eyeshadow formula is so it's my one of my absolute favorite formulas. It's so amazing and so affordable, and you get these massive palettes that are so full of color and incredibly affordable. I love them. Um, Courtney, I need to know the best kit foundation for any of my clients, versatile for all skin types. So the Lisa Eldridge one is a great one to go for. Um, it's difficult when for all skin types. Maybe something like the by Terry do a really nice one. It's in this shape. It's over there somewhere. I can't remember what it's called, but that's a really nice one if you want to go for something a little bit more higher end. One that I really, really do like is the Urban Decay. Oh my god, Mia names. It's the one that's in the blue tube. It's the hydrating one. I used to use on my skin as an oily person, and it wasn't too much hydration, so that would be a really nice one to go for as well. M. Barley, I hope I said it right. Thank you so much. Love you, Robert. Thank you. Can you advise on overly oily skin? As a person of color, I struggle with finding applying makeup products. Even sunscreen makes my skin slick. Yeah. So sunscreen, that Hello Sunday one, the serum one, is incredible because it's not heavy, it's not too thick, and it literally feels like a serum on the skin. I would just use that with your moisturizer. Call it quits. Overly oily skin. Again, I don't know if you were here when I recommended the setting sprays with silicone in them, because they tend to be more powdery. Use that as your primer. Drench your face, fan it dry, and then that will keep you going for hours and hours and hours. That is the one thing I used to do. If I knew I had a full day ahead and I wouldn't have much time to do my touch up my foundation, if I was working or doing something, I wouldn't tend to wear foundation a lot when I was working anyway. But that's one thing I would guarantee would last. I have a video, and it's really old, but my advice in it still stands, and it's prepping oily skin. Check that out and see the products I use, and then go from there because it's still my like, yeah. Deborah, thank you so much. Thank you. Christina, hello, Robert. Just wanted to say hi. Hi, how are you? Amber, hi, Robert. What foundation can I use? Price not an issue for it. For combo skin, more dry than oily with rosacea prone skin. That's difficult because um I you know what? That By Terry one that I mentioned a minute ago is really, really nice. It's almost like a watery serum formula, but with coverage, and it doesn't have that weird, sometimes some serum formulas have this weird like slip to them. Really, really nice. That's a really good one. Lisa Eldridge, of course, Pat McGrath, of course. A really, really nice foundation. When you get the right shade match to this, it's beautiful. I would advise, if you can, going into store and getting matched if you're near one, because I tried to shop online for it, and even when I used like thingies, it didn't help. Went into store and someone was just like, "Yeah, this is your shade," and it was great. Rare Beauty have a really nice foundation as well. Their foundation is beautiful. I think they just released a tinted moisturizer as well. Yeah, many options. Alicia, I have my sister's wedding coming up and I know I will be crying. How do you make makeup cry proof, or how do you suggest to touch it up? I love you so much. Thank you so much. Cry proof is a little bit impossible. Of course, waterproof everything. Your liners should the wind up liners, because they tend to be a little bit more water resistant. Remember, there's a difference between water resistant and waterproof. One will wipe away if you touch it, and the rest will just stay there. Waterproof, water resistant, everything. Under the eyes, keep a little beauty sponge on you, like the tiny, tiny little ones, and maybe a mini like hydrating mist, not a setting spray, hydrating mist. Spray once you're done crying and it's all here, spray it and just rehydrate everything. CS, thank you so much. Any suggestions for light, dewy, glowing natural foundation or primer? New LM illuminating primer made zero difference. Expecting showing pores. What's LM? Thank you. Tell me what LM is. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's blatantly obvious and I don't know what I'm saying. Um, natural foundation or primer. Natural foundation or primer. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so the Auric one is beautiful as a primer. Laura Mercier, thank you. Um, amazing as a primer, and it looks great under foundation because it just gives this really nice glow to it. What do I have? What are my faves here? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, as much as I don't like Urban Decay that much, that I still remember that foundation was absolutely incredible. Bear me one second. Sorry, let me just go over here for a second. I'm still here. I'm still here. Still talking. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I am back. Okay. Yeah. The What was I saying? I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Yeah. You know what? It's gonna have to be the Lisa Eldridge one again. The one that it looks so incredibly nice on the skin. If you're okay investing in Laura Mercier, Lisa Eldridge, the foundation, the seamless skin, I can't recommend it enough. It's stunning. Sarah, thank you, Robert, for doing this. My only question, please do more Q&As. I will. Thank you so much. What's your favorite drugstore foundation? L'Oreal True Match is, I actually came across that by accident. I went on a job and, sorry. So what you're saying is Lisa Eldridge, yeah, it's amazing. Lisa Eldridge one is amazing. Yeah, sorry, the L'Oreal True Match Foundation is such a nice one. I turned up to a job and I forgot when I was sanitizing my palette, my foundation palette, I left it at home and I had to run to a shop nearest to me and pick up a foundation. And they had the L'Oreal True Match one. And I picked up 3 shades because they were from my eye, the only ones that matched my client. And I was so impressed. They were so, so nice. Um, yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, love the Lisa Eldridge one. Sorry. Question. Question. If you were to live anywhere else besides the UK, where would it be and why? Oh, so many places. Of course, there's certain parts of the States I would absolutely love to live in. Um, oh, anywhere else but the UK. I lived in Australia for a while, and that was an experience. It was nice. Um, hmm. Maybe somewhere like Norway. I always think like Norway is such a nice place to live. BG Erenia Quesada. Sorry, I'm saying that really wrong. I was told by an MUA that my skin can do both cool and warm tones. Is it possible that one can do both? It probably means you're neutral. My skin is neutral and it changes throughout the year. And so, like now in our winter, I'm quite yellowy and quite light. Whereas in summer, I can look at the sun and I get a little bit deeper and I turn a little bit more pink. And if I go to a country that is very sunny, I get this kind of like unusually purple to my skin. So your skin can change throughout the year. I think the person's telling you that you have a neutral undertone. So it's not so much like you can use both, but you can consider the depths of each tone. She Offie always mispronounced name. Thank you so much. You're the bestest of the best. Thank you. Thank you for existing and bringing joy to so many people. My cat Juju sends his love to Winnie Mia. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Juju, that's a cute name. Britt, thank you so much. Hi, Robert. Thank you for your content. Any advice for quickly and easy covering up face stubble without having to pack on products? Yes. So again, finding a powder or a finishing powder that is pink undertone. And even if you're not a pink undertone, you can find one that matches the depth of your tone, if that makes sense. And using that over the areas excuse me, it almost like think of it like adding a bronzer to those areas, but not you're using a powder, so it is a little bit more harmonious with the area where there is stubble. Um, it's difficult because especially if it grows throughout the day, you still wanna hide that stubble. So a powder, it is easier to touch up with a powder. So you can absolutely go on top with a warmer tone powder. You can always use a peach tone blush and take it a little bit further down here if this is where the stubble area is as well. Say people can sometimes get their hair grows right down here and they want to shave it off, for example. Peach tone blushes are great at covering that up also. Look for a powder that isn't a setting powder, but maybe like a foundation powder that you can use lightly to dust over those areas. Yeah. Um Someone's asked about mascara. Someone said my favorite mascara at the moment. Um, and where's it gone? Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's not it at all. Oh, here you go. So, oh, it's a brush. Okay. So the Rare Beauty one, I've absolutely been loving at the moment as well. And I used this one recently, the Pacifica Vegan Collagen. And it's a really, really nice mascara. To be fair, they both have similar brushes. There's this one, which is kind of like that dip in the middle, like this. And then the Rare Beauty one, which is a little bit thicker. You see, it has that dip in the middle as well. But the Rare Beauty one has been my favorite for a while now. I've been trying other mascaras, but there's just something about the Rare Beauty one that kind of covers a little bit nicer and a little bit better. I did recently, have I posted the video yet where I used the Milk one, the new Milk one? Wasn't the best. Um, Erica, thank you. Hi, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Can you please recommend a foundation concealer for combo skin for humid and hot weather, please? I'm in the Middle East now. In Middle East, by the way. Okay, I didn't like it at all, but the new Makeup Forever one. And the reason I didn't like it is because it felt tight on the skin and felt like it was layer like, but oh my god, it would do incredibly well in hot countries. I think it'll be incredible. So I would use that, and then whatever you concealer you use on top, I would sorry, whatever concealer you're going to use, I would use on top of that foundation because that foundation is going to block humidity and sweat like crazy. Because I felt it by the end of the day, and I don't know if you watched the video, but I fixed something in my garden. I did like gardening things, and it was still on my face. So it was a really, really good one. Concealer, I would just use it on top of that foundation. I hope it helps. Saz, thank you so much. I feel like every time I use a neutral foundation, it pulls yellow and pink always pulls orange, specifically the Fenty one, which is my fave. 150 is perfect, just tiny bit yellow. Thank you for your help. I do find out with the Fenty foundations, they do pull quite yellow or drastically to the other side. Here's the thing with being neutral as well, if you use something that's too wrong, it's going to drastically show up. So that's why, again, as a neutral person, I like to mix the two. Neutral tones are always going to have neutral leaning to yellow, neutral leaning to pink. It's never going to be a perfect in between of the two. So it's kind of up to you, unfortunately, to make it the perfect mix of the two. I'm sure people find us who have olive skin tones as well that they can never find the perfect one and they kind of have to help themselves and in that in finding the tone. But I would consider buying two foundations. I know as annoying as that is, but if we want to get that perfect tone, it might be the only way to do it. um yeah, thank you everyone for answering each other's questions in the comments. That's really, really nice. um uh Avalena Wonderland, said that right. Which three brands would you love to collab with on an eyeshadow palette? Hmm. Beauty Bay, because their palettes are amazing, like how Nikki Tutorials did one with Beauty Bay, because I love their formula. I think it's absolutely stunning. I'm trying to see what I have over there, but the lights are too bright. Be Perfect Cosmetics, their palettes, the Carnival palettes, incredible. Would love to do something with them if I ever got the chance to. And then Free. Oh, Free is such a big ask. I'm trying to think. Oh, Luna Beauty, because their eyeshadow palettes are beautiful. Hi, Robert. Have you tried P. Louise or what do you think to them? Also, do you have a fave brush brand? I don't personally like the P. Louise primers. My favorite brush brand is Sigma or, oh my God, Spectrum. Spectrum is amazing. If you really want amazing brushes, My Kit Co. So amazing. Oh my God. And Rose and Ben. Have you guys used Rose and Ben? Their brushes, these brushes with the green hat, incredible. The blending brushes, I was gifted them really, really nicely. As soon as I used them, I went online and bought more because I was like, I need more of these blending brushes. They're absolutely amazing. Rose and Ben. Um, yeah, you can spray the alcohol on your palettes and it sanitizes them fine. It's true what you're saying. I don't know why I had to back you up there. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, thoughts. Oh my God, where did that go? Oh, thoughts on the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm light ones. Hope you enjoyed the lovely weather we've had in the UK. No, I hate the weather. I wish it was raining and cold. Genuinely, I hate the sun. Um, but thank you. I'm not a Charlotte Tilbury fan. I think you can get a lot of products that are very similar to Charlotte Tilbury, and they put them in overpriced packaging. Um, I mean, I'm sure they're lovely. I haven't personally used them, but a lot of the stuff I used from them before, I've used better in other brands and sometimes even more affordable brands as well. Angela, what can help with foundation sticking to the nose? Eye primer. Eye primer is the answer to everything. A tiny bit warmed up, really pushed onto the nose is great. I always say this, and I can't explain why, but like a gel texture eye cream works incredible. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it's always like my backup plan. If I can't get foundation to sit on this area of a nose, I'll tap on a bit of gel-based eye cream. Robert, I always have trouble with my lashes. I see them at the top of my eyes. Yeah. How can you prevent this? That's from Brittany. It depends what lashes you're using. A lot of our lashes tend to dip down, and same with our natural lashes. Curl them as up as you can. When you're applying your lashes, come in at this angle, almost hold them like you're going straight down. So the lashes are facing up and the rib is here. And then kind of stick them like that. And then squeeze your natural lashes and the lash together. And then you'll get a nicer balance. Instead of coming in this way or this way, perhaps come in right from this way. Jared, hi. How do you get your makeup to look flawless with a full beard? Oh, thank you. Me and my partner love your channel and ghost stories give us life. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, well, thank you. I don't actually know. I just go over my beard and then I will like wipe it away with like a tissue or something like that. Thank you so much. Hey Celine, how are you? Hey love, what's good? What is a good brow product for fine brows? Fine brows, the Glossier Brow Flick pens, I think are beautiful. Really, really nice. You get really nice precision and detailing. And also the Beauty Bay's own wind-up pencils are super skinny and super thin. And they're really, really good. Thank you so much. Uh, oh, I hope you're okay. Um, Mayush, how do you find the right contour shade for your skin? A bit of practice, really, a bit of experimenting. I said earlier in the chat as well, find an eyeshadow palette, a neutral eyeshadow palette that you use, and that would be your perfect, yes, what am I saying? Sorry, there's your perfect contour shade in there somewhere. If you use it to like just gently like sculpt your eyes or something like that, then you can use it to sculpt your face as well. But play around a little bit. You don't want it to be too ashy, and you also don't want it to be too warm, too pink, too yellow, anything like that. Um, is What You Thinking Hun coming back soon? No, unfortunately, it's not. We were meant to put something out. If we find time to do it in the future, we went in with thinking we had time to do it, and we really, really don't. Marcus's job isn't full-time social media. He has other projects, and he also works for us doing editing our podcast, James's videos, our joint channel videos. So he does a lot. So trying to find time where we're all available to film, it's impossible. So to be able to guarantee a day is we can't guarantee it basically. Um I'm sorry. I thought I put slow chat on. It's too fast. Hello, I have a question. This is from Noah as an MUA. When working with different clients, if you notice someone with dry spots that are not holding makeup, what do you do? Eye primer. Eye primer always. Eye primer is the best thing to do. There's something about skin texture, and I found this with when people just had their eyebrows waxed or threaded and you know the skin changes and you can't get that texture. Same with drier areas, or you can use something that is like a mineral powder to go over those areas. It smooths it out really nicely, the drier patches. I always tell the story of when I had this girl who was going to prom and she'd been sunbathing and her head all around here was peeling. I used the mineral based powder foundation and it went on completely smoothly, did not interfere with the makeup, nothing like that. So if you have some backup mineral powders that you can maybe mix with something to make it like a creamy texture or just go straight on top, that's always a good thing to use. Or warm up some eye primer and gently tap it onto the area. Is like creating a new layer of skin without interfering with the skin underneath. um Jasmine, is a Bobbi Brown enriched base worth it? When I used to use it, I personally didn't find it was, no. I think people with drier skin really liked it, but I personally didn't find it very useful. um Alicia, thank you. Hi, Robert. Thank you for your content. So you recommended products for finer brows. What about thick brows? I think with thick brows, and it's why I do it with mine because they are so thick, is I like to get some separation and some definition in there. Did my voice go really weird, or was that just me? Did it sound like two people talking? So like a good brow wax to take through the brows. You don't have to stick them up. It just kind of like sorts them out a little bit like this. This one is from Sheen, not Sheen as in the clothes place, like Sheen brow fixer. This is really nice. And you can kind of like brush them up and then push them into place. And it just gives a little bit more precision and definition. And with that one, you can go over with like a brow pen as well. Resident Sweetie, hey, thank you so much. Hi, darling, from California. Do you have any primer suggestions for mature, slightly textured skin? Yes, I do. This one from, is it Laneige? Yeah, Laneige, the Blur Perfector is really, really nice. Because it's so dirty. That'll be incredible on a maturer skin as well. Or the what's the gel primer? Oh, Elf, do they still make that the gel primer, the one that's like the milk primer? But that'll be really nice as well because it's slightly tacky, but not over the top like tacky. Would you do a meet and greet? That's from Tish. I recently did a um masterclass with Rare Beauty in London, and I met amazing, amazing people there. And you bought tickets to it, and I did the masterclass, and I met everyone afterwards, and we took pictures together, and it was one of the most nicest experience. Nice is such an underwhelming word, but it was. I will always remember it because it was so. It was my first time meeting people that watch my content or look at my content, and it was just incredible. And I can't wait to do it again if the opportunity comes up. It was so much fun. So absolutely, I would. Just joined. So sorry if you've answered this already. Oh, thank you so much. Do you prefer liquid lipstick or bullet lipstick? I prefer bullet lipstick. I think we had a phase of liquid lipstick, and they do last, a little bit longer. But I do just prefer the texture of a normal matte lipstick. Robert used to use a pink honey brow wax, and that was so nice. It was. I do like that too. That's the thing with like influencering. You get sent loads and loads of stuff or buying more stuff all the time, and it's you you know you kind of don't know what to recommend next, or you forget you recommend something. My hubby wants to know what your favorite scary movie is. That's from Amber. Amber, listen, I watched this film once, and I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it was the only time I could think of a movie that made me. I backed up against the wall on behind the sofa and I inhaled and couldn't breathe. There's a film called REC, like REC, like recording. And I think it was Spanish with English subtitles. I need to remember. And they made an English, like an American version. I think they called it like Quarantine or something. But the Spanish version, there's a bit at the end where they go up to this room. Oh, I'm gonna shit myself. They go up to this room and you see this creature come down the stairs. And the way they did it was so frightening. I lost my breath, like, I couldn't believe it, and that will always stick in my mind with me. Yeah. But in terms of favorite, I think I have so many. There's one called, oh my god, what's the one about the London Underground? And there's that, the guy is called Craig, and he's, like, his little monster. He's really cute, though, so it's not that scary. I don't know. Not your average grandma. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a person's name, I'm not saying that about myself. Ahem. Kimchi's beauty brand. Any thoughts? Ever tried it? CVS started carrying it, and I've been curious about her products for a while. I really, really wanted to love that brand, and I didn't. Um, I've tried it a few times, so I keep buying like little bits and trying, and I've just never been truly, truly like, oh, this is great, you know. Robert, can you try the one oh no, where did it go? The one size complexion products. Would love to hear your input about them as I really trust your opinion. I've honestly never been interested in trying that brand at all, but a few people have asked now, so yeah, I will. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. I think it is. It's the kim sorry, Saz is saying the kimchi eyeshadows are good in her opinion. Her mattes are a little sheer, yeah, but buildable. I think that's why I was a little bit like I expected maybe a little bit more pigmentation, and I just maybe didn't want to work that hard. Yeah, I'll post a live stream after as well. Absolutely, Rachel. Oh, thank you so much. Williams, our bright eyeliners in the summer. I don't think, like, the Amazing Brights are. I think we're gonna be a little bit more pastel. Also, I guess brights, yeah. But I think here's the thing now with how trends work through the season as they change weekly. Do you know when your Sigma brush collab is being re-released? I'm not sure it is, to be honest with you. It sells out quite quickly, so maybe. Have you tried Myra Cosmetics? No. What advice would you give to someone wanting to do their own YouTube channel but doesn't know where to start? Greetings from Puerto Rico. Love your content and trueness. Thank you so much. I feel like, especially now in the YouTube space, I feel like you need to be able to offer people something, whether that's just like good company, good advice, something like that. I wouldn't go crazy investing into it like straight up. I would. Am I out of focus? Um, start small with your phone, a like window, a good light, and just keep going, keep acting like you have an audience, people are watching, because that's what I did for like 5 years on and off. Um, yeah, just enjoy what you do, really. It's difficult because just don't be shy when you first start doing it. Your content, you're gonna look back at it and you're gonna be like, "That's not me. That's not who I am. That looks shit." But just keep going. All you can do is keep going. Elizabeth, thank you so much. When you lived in Orlando, did you ever attend Halloween Horror Nights at Universal? I've been going for 20 years and loved it. Yes, I had a frequent fear pass and I would go all the time. I absolutely, absolutely love it. And I will be going this year too. um Have you tried Miss Fame's brand? Didn't realize she had one, no. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the, um, uh Would you consider doing home decor videos? Love your backgrounds. They look so cool. I wouldn't because I'm not really the best person at it, to be honest with you. The reason I have this background is because I like buying crap like this and this crow and all this other stuff. And I'm like, where can I put it? In my filming room. So I'm not the best at it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, Sarah, hello. Favorite Disney World ride? I love your videos. Thank you so much. And the Haunted Mansion, always. I got engaged on a or I proposed to my partner on the backstage tour we were on the Haunted Mansion. Top three YouTubers you would recommend to follow. Hope to see you again soon in space. Oh, do you mean space? Okay, hi. I was like in space. Um, in terms of makeup, oh god, I don't really watch many makeup YouTubers to be honest with you. That's really bad, isn't it? Should I just go see who comes up on my subscription, right now? Oh, okay, so Rachel O'Cool, who is this amazing, like she's, a lot younger than me. She's a makeup artist, Rachel O'Cool, literally how it's spelled, and she gives the most incredible makeup advice, but, in a really unique way, and everything she does is incredible. I love Soph as well. Soph Does Life. She is, I just love watching her test things. I think she's really fair when she tests products. Um, I think she's really good in terms of makeup, and also Tina, the fancy face. They're the people I really watch with makeup as well, and also Michelle Wang, who she always does like a lot of luxury products, which I really like. So if you're into the higher end, she's great as well. And all the other ones are like dog training videos and stuff like that. And fragrance, there's the perfume guy who reviews fragrances. They're the people on my subscriptions at the moment. Did I miss one? The girl said you were talking about a horror movie. Have you ever seen Fear Street? I feel like you love it since you like Goosebumps as a kid. I recognize the name, so maybe. Oh, is that the one on was it on Netflix and it was like the three-part thing? What is the best foundation for older skin that's not full coverage, no price limit? Lisa Eldridge. I keep saying the Lisa Eldridge one is really, really nice. By Terry have some incredible foundations as well. NARS do some beautiful foundations. I'm trying to think of a one I really, really like for mature skin. Um, oh my god, what's it called? The one in what's the Fenty one in the drop? Something drop? Oh my god, what's it called? Someone help me there. Something drop or something what's it called, guys? It's almost like a tinted moisturizer. Eavesdrop, thank you. Ease is so, so incredible on the skin, and I find it slightly buildable as well. That's from Fenty, that one. Hannah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your info has been so valuable to me, and you helped me escape and have taught me to love makeup even more. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Cape Town is in winter for UK summer, so come here. Yes, gladly. Get away from this nasty summer. Um, would you ever do a no foundation makeup tutorial? Yeah, here's the thing with no foundation, right? Especially on me, I love to use purples and I love to use like hues and tones of like a reddy pinky undertone. Oh my god, I should finish in a minute. I just realized the time. Oh my god, it's 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime in half an hour. And especially me with quite red cheeks, is that it tends to become quite pronounced skin discoloration. Eye color can pull out the undertones in skin discoloration as well. So it's difficult to just only do eyes without the rest looking a little bit crappy. Well, it's not crappy, it's just normal skin, isn't it? Robert, you got me addicted to pony syndrome. I love Korean beauty. Eavesdrop, that's one. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, oh my god, it's such a beautiful brand. Would you like to try the yeah, I don't know how to say that. Gwen Stefani's new brand, Tatiana. Yes, I would. Yeah, I keep meaning to grab something. Any tips for applying lashes? I have a whole video, but it's about angles. Your mirror's here, and we're looking up and down into our mirror so we can see our lash line without the interference of our normal lashes. And it's all about the angle, how you apply it, and how you stick it down. Middle first, outer corner, then your inside corner. When you're applying your inside corner, say I'm doing this eye, I look down this way because it stretches out this inside corner very slightly. When I apply this eye, I look down in that corner because it stretches out the inside there, and you can apply that inside corner properly. Okay, but did you like Fear Street? Yes, I did. I really liked it. Yeah. What mascara do you recommend to hold the curl and super straight lashes? Oh, that's a difficult one because there are lashes that curl nicely, but it's always nice to have a little bit of curl there. Um, my hands are like fake tan, and I haven't. I don't. Oh, oh, maybe it's that foundation. Here's what I would say. Any mascara that has a flat edge to of a brush is great to stick under the lash. And then if you roll it forward, that flat edge is going to apply product. And then the rest of the push up. So if you can find a brush, do you have one here with a flat edge to it? Then that's the best one to go to keep it up as well, because you're applying that product at the base of the lash. Okay, I'm gonna have to go, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll make sure this is up afterwards. I said to someone that I will put on Instagram something, and I can't remember what it is now. Setting spray. I will put a mattifying setting spray that is good for oily skin before foundation on my Instagram stories for you after I've done this. Thank you so much again, everyone. I'm really going to have to leave. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you very soon. I have a video. What day does it say? Sunday. Oh, so my next video is up Wednesday, and I will see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here again. Thank you. I need to go and eat. Bye.